And speaking of schools, we're moving on to Bank of America's Student Leaders Program connects community-minded high school juniors and seniors to employment, skills development, and service. This summer in New Jersey, 4 students, all rising seniors, had the opportunity to gain valuable workforce skills through an 8-week paid internship at a nonprofit organization in their immediate community while earning competitive wages.
Joining us now is Alberto Garofalo, President of Bank of America, New Jersey. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. It is great to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Alberto. So what can you tell us about the student leaders?
Absolutely. Well, listen, oftentimes high school students are looking for really something meaningful to do over the summer. As a matter of fact, I was one of them. I'm sure like you growing up. I personally grew up in Hudson County. And in some areas of the state, it's difficult at times to really get a head start on work experience. We also have an incredibly robust not-for-profit community across the great state of New Jersey, and they don't always have the resources to really bring on the talent to guide them through the important work that they do. And that's where we step in. So each year we choose high-achieving high school students to connect them with the important work that's happening in the nonprofit organizations across our great state of New Jersey. They intern there for the summer, and look, they gain the skills that will ultimately benefit them down the line. We pay them a competitive wage for the summer so that the nonprofit doesn't have to incur, obviously, that expense.
That's wonderful. I mean, I think that cultivating the new generation of the workforce by giving them a chance to connect with companies or nonprofits that they are looking forward to working with, I mean, there's nothing better than real world experience. And Bank of America has been running this program for quite some time in New Jersey, about 20 years. As you look back through the past couple of years of doing this, are there any students that have stood out to you or kind of stayed close to your heart?
Yeah, look, I think, well, first of all, I am personally inspired by the skills and the curiosity of so many students that we've seen over the years. To your point, we've been running the program for over 20 years. Matter of fact, some of the earlier students are now in their late 30s, if you can believe that. And we've had the same program director for 17 of the 20 years, and we keep track of everyone that goes to the program. As always, incredibly talented. It's pretty humbling, actually, going through the process and seeing how incredibly skilled many of these students are. But one that stands out for me was Annalise Diaz, who was a student leader in 2022. And she happened to go to Memorial High School, which is where I went to high school. So go Tigers in West New York, New Jersey. And she was the first person from Memorial High School to apply for the Student Leaders Program. She interned at the Boys and Girls Club of Hudson County. She's now a sophomore at Yale, studying political science and economics. And look, I have no doubt that she's going to go on to do amazing, amazing things. So certainly that's one that stands out, but frankly, all of them are pretty extraordinary, and we can go on forever if I were to talk about such a rich experience that I've had, frankly, over the years, seeing it personally.
Wow, that sounds incredible. And speaking of talking about other things, there are other initiatives that Bank of America is doing in the youth workforce. Can you tell us more about those New Jersey programs?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we realize that there is a very important need for skilled workers across the state, primarily in technology and or STEM. And one of the things that we're working with that we're incredibly proud of is we're working with Liberty Science Center specifically to close that gap. We're supporting their high school of the future. And the first student who entered that program just graduated this past spring, and they are very well positioned to enter the field and take on jobs with great pay and great benefits. Again, to the point we just made earlier, creating a unique opportunity that they may not otherwise really have the visibility or the opportunity to see on their own. So really excited about the partnership with the Liberty Science Center.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
Thank you so much, Alberto, for coming on and sharing with us this amazing program and for all the work you're doing for these very deserving students.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.